Yesterday was not a special day. I walked down to the park and sat at my favorite bench, feeling the weight of questions I couldn't answer and the silence of a world too big to comprehend. The trees stood still, their roots deep in the earth as if they had already found what I was still searching for. We spend so much of our lives searching for the right path, but what if the path is something we create as we walk, every step a choice, every stumble a lesson? I thought of the times I'd leapt without a parachute, chasing dreams I didn't fully understand, and the times I'd hesitated at the edge, too afraid to move. It struck me that both moments mattered equally. One taught me courage, the other patience. Time, they say, is a river, but to me it feels like sand slipping through my hands. Where did the years go? What did I do with them? I've forgotten so much. Faces, conversations, fleeting moments that once seemed monumental. And yet certain memories remain sharp, like signposts on a road I can't retrace. Maybe they're not meant to guide me back, but forward, reminding me of what I once wanted, who I once was. I looked at the children playing nearby, their laughter ringing out like the echoes of dreams I had as a child. Back then, when someone asked me what I wanted to be, I had answers. Fantastical, impractical, unfiltered by the weight of reality. Now, when I'm asked, I fumble, I list interests as if they could substitute for purpose, and I wonder when I stopped believing I could be anything I wanted. Life feels like a series of choices, but often it's the moments in between, the pauses, the silences that shape us the most. I thought about the voices that had tried to steer me, the systems that had tried to mold me, and the ways I'd resisted. Sometimes with rebellion, sometimes with quiet defiance. In the end, I realized it wasn't about opposing something, but about finding something worth moving toward. The sun began to set, casting long shadows across the park, each shadow a reminder of the unseen forces that shape us, our fears, our hopes, our doubts. And yet, even in the face of uncertainty, there is something beautiful about being human. We are billions of individuals, each carrying infinite potential, each on a journey we barely understand. Some will find their way, some won't. But every single one of us matters. I stood up from the bench, feeling a strange sense of clarity. Perhaps it doesn't matter if the path is clear, as long as I keep moving. Perhaps it's enough to love deeply, to give freely, to create something that feels true. And when the time comes, perhaps the only thing that will matter is whether I had the courage to follow my own calling, even when it felt distant, even when it felt impossible. Form your fate, I whispered to myself, echoing the thought that had lingered in my mind all day. Shape it with your hands, challenge yourself when the moment comes, and when the signs appear, have the strength to reach for them. Yesterday wasn't a special day, but maybe in its quiet way, it changed everything.